Hi guys, so I just got back from a work trip thing. I was in Louisiana for a couple of days and then I was in Michigan for a couple of days and I did a lot of reading, I did a lot of buying. I have a book haul coming eventually, I just have to film that and fun stuff. But I read a lot while I was gone, so I kind of wanted to just do a little wrap up of recent reads. Some of these I read before, which I'm going to start with, and then I'll get into what I read while I was gone. In Search of Mockingbird by Loretta Ellsworth was one of the books that I finished before. I started reading this for Booktubeathon. Didn't finish. I read most of it outside. It's about a girl who, her mother died when she was itty bitty, and she wants to know more about her mother, so she goes to find Harper Lee, because To Kill a Mockingbird was her mother's favorite book. So she goes on a trip without telling anybody and has some adventures, and it's really fun and cute and interesting, and I liked it. I finally finished The Boy and His Horse by C.S. Lewis. This is the third book in the Chronicles of Narnia, not in publication order, but in chronological order of when the stories take place. It was okay. I mean, it was just another Chronicles of Narnia book. This is my first read through of them. I'm enjoying them, but I'm not hugely impressed. Love Letters to the Dead by Ava Delaria. This was another book that I started for Booktubeathon. This was for the Cover By Challenge book. I didn't finish for the readathon, but I finished afterwards. This is about a girl. Her sister died. She thinks it's her fault, and she writes love letters to dead famous people. And we read the letters, and that's how we find out what's going on in her life, how we find out how she's dealing with what happened, and when she finally comes to terms and tells us what happened. So, I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. And then the last actual book I have to show you is A Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. I finished this during Tome Topple. I finally finished this. It's the biggest book in the series thus far, and it's the third, and it's huge, and a lot of people died. The last book that I read before I left was Saga Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. This is, everybody knows, about a couple. They're from opposite warring planets, and they have a kid together, and shit goes cray. I read this one, I liked it, so I continued, you know? So, yeah, that was the last thing that I read before I left, and then during the drives, when we were in hotel rooms, all of those, I read all of these other books. Saga Volumes 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just, you know, some more adventures in their lives. Fun stuff, crazy stuff. A lot of shit goes down. I wasn't sure if I would like it because it is a little, you know, hyped, and I did. I really enjoy it, and I'm glad that I'm reading it. So I went to a comic book shop in Louisiana, and the guy was so nice. He was very helpful, but he had this on the wall, and I didn't think that I would be able to get it because Free Comic Book Day, you know, passed like forever ago. But it's the Free Comic Book Day I Hate Image instead of I Hate Fairyland, and it was just really cool because I got this for free, and I read it like that day, and it was just cool to see, you know, like characters from other Image comics. And it's kind of encouraging me to read more Image comics. Most of what I have is Image, actually. So, yeah. But it was cute. It was funny. It was just a little itty-bitty thing. Rat Queens, Volumes 1 and 2. It took me forever to find Volume 2. I read Volume 1 and wanted Volume 2 immediately, and I couldn't find it. But I finally found it. These were really good. It's about 4 girls. And it's, you know, basically just D&D, like they're in a guild, they go on quests, they do stuff, shit gets funny. They're really entertaining, and they're cute, and they're just funny, and I really, really enjoyed these. I was suggested this one by somebody at one of those stores, and it's Low by Remender and Tocchini. And this is an underwater world. What happened is the sun got so close that the earth was unlivable above the surface, so they made cities under the water, and there are only like 3 left. And these guys are in one of them, and adventures ensue. It's really pretty. Like, I really, really, really like the artwork. I don't love all of the artwork, but I was really drawn in by this cover. I love this cover. It's so pretty. The last one that I have heard about previously on BookTube was Monstrous by Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda. This is about a girl who has like a monster inside of her kind of thing. It's really dark and creepy, but it's really cool. It's really, really interesting, and I really enjoyed it. The last ones that I have are 2 single-issue comics. Beautiful Canvas by A Bunch of Names, issues 1 and 2. I saw this cover and was like, I want to know what this is, so I found volumes 1 and 2. These are the only ones that are out so far. The next one comes out like at the end of this month. It should be out soon. And it's interesting. I don't really know what to make of it. Something creepy is going on. A lot of death. A little bit of death. Not a lot of death, but it's interesting so far. I'm definitely going to try to keep up with this series, like just, you know, read it as it comes out monthly if I can. Alright, so those are all of the books, comics, things that I read over the last month-ish. Yeah. Let me know if you read any of these. If you're interested in reading any of these, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can check out my next video. Have a great day and a wonderful week. Bye.